gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, it's Chef Bryan from Bryan's Black Mountain Barbecue in Cave Creek here again. Hope you're all having a great summer. Donna and I are spending a lot of time up north trying to stay a little bit cooler. It's been a hot one, that's for sure, this year. It's going to just get hotter and hotter, unfortunately. And we've had some crazy forest fires, or brush fires recently. I hope everybody is doing okay with that. Hope everybody is safe. Just be careful out there. You know, it's not going to get much better soon. I saw in the weather that we're supposed to have a little bit of rain this weekend, but you know how that is. We'll see if it shows up. But being that it's so hot and dry, just be careful out there. Drink lots of water, and just be careful with fire. Just be ready. Definitely be ready, because we've already had two big ones in the area so far this summer. On a happier note, I hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend. I'm too late with this recipe for the 4th of July, but we do have, what do we have? Labor Day coming up in a couple of months. So anyway, this would be a perfect recipe for your Labor Day celebration. But the thing is, it's either a 2-day process, or you can do it all in one day, but you got to get started early, because we need to bake our potatoes ahead of time and let them cool down, and we need to make sure that they're nice and cool before we make our potato salad. So you can either do that the day before, which I find to be easier, and to make sure that they're really cold, or you could do it early in the morning and get them in your fridge so that they're nice and cool for your party for the evening. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get started with that. So I'm taking this recipe directly from my cookbook here. Exactly the way that we used to do it in the restaurant. And here's a picture of it right here, and the recipe. But it says here that we start with 6 each russet potatoes. So that's what we're going to do now to get started. So I have 6 russet potatoes, which I've already washed, and I put them on this baking sheet, cookie sheet here, and I just need to drizzle them with olive oil. So I'm just going to drizzle these with a little bit of olive oil, and then we just need to get in here with our hands and just rub them all nice. Now we want the all of the skin of the potato to be nice and coated with the olive oil, because we are going to be using the whole potato, the skin and all, in the potato salad. So this will help to make sure that the potato skin is nice and not too dry and crunchy. It'll make the potato skins really nice. Alright, now that we have our potatoes coated with olive oil, we're going to put these into an oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour, until they're nice and soft, and then we're going to take them out, and then we're going to let them cool down. Alright, our potatoes are out of the oven. These took about an hour. We just want to make sure that they give gently when you squeeze them. You don't want them overcooked, but you don't want them to be undercooked either. Just need to, like I said, they kind of give gently, but they still don't like smush, you know. So now what we need to do is let these sit out for a while until they cool down enough so we can put them in the fridge, and then we're going to continue this recipe tomorrow. So it's the next day, and if you remember, yesterday we baked our potatoes and cooled them down, and then we put them in the fridge. So now we have our 6 baked potatoes that are nice and cold, and that's really important. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to chop up these potatoes, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, and that's it. It's a really simple recipe. like I said, it's just the only time-consuming part really is to bake the potatoes themselves. So let's get started. So we have our baked potatoes here. Now we just need to dice them up. So I find the easiest way to do it is just to make like 3 slices like that, and then you can go this direction, just like that. Just like that. So let's again do 3 slices here. So let's just finish this up and I'll show you how easy it is. Now there's only just a few more ingredients left. We have a cup and a half of sour cream, a half of a cup of mayonnaise, a half of a cup of this is chopped scallions or green onions, 2 teaspoons of dry dill, and then salt and pepper to taste. Now I can say that this takes a lot of salt because the potatoes really like to soak up the salt, and you'll need more than you think that you're going to need. And I like lots of pepper, so I'm going to put in a lot of salt and pepper. But let's just get everything in the bowl here and I'll show you how easy it is. Alright, so 6 chopped up baked potatoes, a cup and a half of sour cream, the half cup of mayonnaise, okay, this was 2 teaspoons of dry dill, the half a cup of chopped scallions, like that, and then salt, and fresh ground black pepper. And that's it. That is the whole recipe right there. Okay, now we just need to mix it all up. All right, that is it. Doesn't get much more simple than that. Well, there it is. Now it really is that simple. The most time-consuming part of this whole process, like I said, was to bake potatoes and let them cool down. But once that's done, it only takes a couple minutes to complete this entire recipe. Now, like I said, salt and pepper to taste. I find that it takes quite a bit of salt. I did add a little bit more salt to this, and then over time, actually, even if it does taste a little bit too salty for you when you first do it, the potatoes absorb a lot of that salt, and it becomes less salty as it sits. So don't be afraid to put a good amount of salt in there. All right, let me give it a try. As if I don't know what this tastes like. Okay, one of the things that I love about this potato salad really is that it's different. It doesn't really taste like every other potato salad. There is mayonnaise in here, but it doesn't have an overpowering sort of mayonnaise kind of taste to it. It has primarily the taste of sour cream. And as this sits, some of those other flavors like the dill and the green onion start to come through. a little bit longer. So if you make this ahead of time, the flavors will become a little bit more complex, but not too far ahead. But I do find if you do make it like the day before, you may need to add a little bit more mayonnaise or a little bit more sour cream to it to moisten it up a little bit, because those potatoes really like to soak up that moisture. But for the most part, it tastes delicious right out of the bowl. This was always one of my very favorite sides that we had at the restaurant. I don't know how many 1,000 pounds of this stuff I've eaten over the years. And honestly, I haven't had any since we closed the restaurant. It's been about a year now, so this has tasted really good. So there you have it, Bryan's Black Mountain Barbecue baked potato salad. Now, if you have any other recipes that you'd like for me to do, please just write it down in the comments below there, and I'll look at it and I'll get right back and make another video. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I hope you're all enjoying it and having a great summer. I really appreciate you following along. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe. That always helps us a lot. Helps us grow our channel. And we'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.
Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I on the road.